Hello everybody, my name is Ethan. Welcome back to the channel where today we are going to be talking about two main topics. The first one is going to be turns. What are turns? We're going to find that out in today's video. And the second one is we are going to be finding out the differences between the 5 main fast moves that are in Pokemon Go. There are 5 types of fast moves. There are hundreds of different ones, but there are 5 main types of fast moves. So, to start, what are turns? Well, turns are the time-based mechanic in Pokemon Go. Everything is based off turns, not seconds, not blah, blah, blah. But if you think about it this way, 1 turn is equal to 0.5 seconds, right? So half a second is going to be 1 turn, whereas 1 second is going to be 2 turns. So if you want to think about it that way, in every second there will be 2 turns. So that kind of describes what the turn mechanic is. And every time there is a turn in the game, you have the opportunity to throw a fast move, throw a charge move, or swap your Pokemon. You'll always have that 1 extra turn there. And we're going to hop into now the moves of Pokemon Go, the fast moves. And another awesome mechanic of this website here, pvpoke.com, is if you go to these 3 little dots at the top right corner, you can actually see a thing that says moves. If we click on moves here, it'll take us to a list of all of the fast moves in Pokemon Go. You can see them all right here. As well as later on in a different video, we'll be going over the charge moves and the different types of charge moves in the game, right? So we'll look at this little guide right here. You can see it has 5 different categories: what damage the move does, how much energy it gives you, how many turns it takes, and then it also does the calculation of damage per turn and energy per turn, right? So this is a great, handy, useful tool here, right? So if you want to know about a specific one, like maybe you want to know about Present, the one on Pikachu, and I think Delibird is the only 2 that have it. Anyways, we're going to get into the 5 different types of fast moves, starting with the worst one. And we're going to use the lingo of PvPoke. It's called low quality, meaning it doesn't really have any definable characteristics. So we're going to look at Metang here, not ranked very highly in the Great League. You can see it's ranked 589 at the time of this video. It may go up later, who knows. But the reason it is so low ranked is because of its pretty lackluster fast moves, right? So it has Zen Headbutt and Metal Claw. So why are these considered low quality? Well, again, they don't have any definable characteristics, and that is pretty bad because even some have no definable characteristics, but the energy per turn and the damage per turn are both higher than this, right? So if we look at the little basis here, right, we look at the little draw out, we can see that it'll get 3 damage per turn, 3 energy per turn, and it takes 2 turns, meaning you'll get, every time you throw this fast move, you'll get 6 energy and do 6 damage, right? So 6 damage is not all that much in the grand scheme of things, especially when you're throwing Metal Claw that doesn't hit a lot for super effective. But regardless, if we look over here at the fast move counts that you can see on the charge move, it takes 10 to get to that Gyro Ball, which is definitely going to be one of your best moves, other than Psyshock. Psyshock is going to, again, be another one. But if we're looking at Gyro Ball here, it takes 10 fast moves to get to that charge move, when it takes 2 turns per fast move, right? 10 times 2 is going to be 20, meaning it's going to take 20 turns or 10 seconds worth of game time before you can even throw a charge move. And a lot of Pokemon will get to fast moves way quicker than that. So it's very important to have a better fast move than this. Unfortunately, Metang doesn't, and so that's why it's not rarely seen in the Great League, if at all seen in the Great League, right? So that is the first charge move, or the first fast move in this video, right? Low quality, not the best. And so we're going to go on to the next one, which definitely does have a definable characteristic. That's going to be the heavy damage fast move type, right? So we're right now on Shadow Victory Bell, which is rank 175 in the Great League. You will see this Pokemon in the Great League, even though it isn't like top 100. You will see it. It is a very common mod. That's because of its fast move pressure. You can see the trait here, fast move pressure. That's because its fast move Razor Leaf is a heavy damage fast move. So what does heavy damage mean? Pretty self-explanatory. It does a lot of damage, but in return, it doesn't garnish that much energy. So if we look here, it's a 2-turn fast move that does 7.2 damage per turn, or about 14.5 damage every time you throw it, as well as it gives you only 2 energy per turn. So you are doing a ton of fast move damage, a lot of fast move pressure, as you can see, but you aren't going to be getting that much energy. That's the main definable characteristic of the heavy damage. It does a lot of damage, right? Next one we are going to be going on to is pretty much the opposite of the heavy damage, and that is going to be the fast charge one. So we're right now looking at rank 1 Registeel in the Great League, and it has a couple of low quality moves such as the Metal Claw that we discussed earlier, but it has Lock On. A Lock On is a 1-turn fast move that does 5 damage or 5 energy per turn, but only 1 damage per turn. So you can see here we're getting a ton of energy, but we are not receiving a lot of damage in return. This is the fastest charging fast move, fast charging fast move in the game. Garnishes the most energy per turn, and that's why you can see it's really good with Registeel, because Registeel only has nukes. That will be covered in a later video. But yeah, Lock On, going to be a great example of a fast charge. Again, a good definable characteristic, has a lot of energy, but not a lot of damage. So you can see how that works. Next, there are 2 different types of fast moves that I am kind of lumping together, but PvPoke says are different, and that is the general and multi-purpose fast moves. So the best example I have of this is Toxicroak here, and I want you guys to tell me the main difference between these fast moves here. So Counter is considered a multi-purpose tool, and it does 2 turns of damage, right? And it'll give you 3.5 energy per turn, or about 7 energy every time you throw a counter. And it'll do 4.8 damage per turn, meaning it's going to give you a little less than 10 damage every time. But if we look right below it, it has another fast move known as Poison Jab that is a general that has the same amount of turns, same energy per turn, but 0.6 damage less. So, oops, I just clicked out of that. That's all right. So if you guys can tell me there's a difference to this, I'll be happy to hear it. But yeah, I don't think it's that important if you know the difference between multi-purpose and general. You should just know that they are generally the best type of fast move in the game. Counter is widely considered the best fast move in the game just because it does so much damage and it generates a good amount of energy, right? 7 energy every time you throw a fast move is very, very good. So Counter is considered a very, very good fast move. And as you can see, if we scroll up to the top of the rankings, you'll probably see a bunch of fast charge mons like Registeel, Stunfisk, but then you'll have some more multi-purpose mons such as Trevenant with Shadow Claw, multi-purpose, right? And then you also have Wall of Rain with another, or fast charge, I guess is what Powder Snow is considered, even though I guess it only does 3 damage per turn. Well, the top will definitely most 100% be the 2 different fast moves of multi-purpose or general, and then also fast charge. Those are the 3 best types in the game. A lot of people do decide to use those heavy damage ones, like being a Charmer or a Razor Leafer, right? But as you can see, yeah, Counter, Dragon Breath, Lick is a multi-purpose as well, or a general. You know, it's a good guess whether or not it's going to be one of them. So, that's all for this video today. We'll recap really quick. So the first question, what is a turn? A turn is 0.5 seconds in Pokemon Go Battle League, right? Every second there will be 2 turns. So turns is kind of how the game works. It's not like a turn-based game, right? Or like how you're thinking, like a like a card game or something like that, where everyone gets 1 turn and then it's my turn. Whose turn is it, right? Turns is just the name for the timing in the game. And the second question is, what are the 5 different fast move types? And we talked about it. We're going to start, obviously, with the low quality. We talked about heavy damage, fast charge, and then the general and the multi-purpose, which are very similar. With that, that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace out.